Hey guys, hello, it's Lisa from Crafting and Cruising. My hubby just left to go get some parts for his crazy car he built a long time ago that our granddaughter's boyfriend wants to fix up. So, this is going to be my live for today. I'm not going to go live tonight and craft. I don't have it in me. Right now, just trying to get decorated is enough. So when you hop on, say hi and choose joy. I did not turn my camera, excuse me for a minute while I heat this up and y'all come on. If you're watching the replay, please hashtag replay. I don't want y'all to see my dirty house because it truly is a mess right now with all this decor. I'll try to move you guys around so that you can see really well what I'm doing, and that'll be out of the way. Hey Louise, hey Deborah Jed's sister, hey Donna Cook, how are you? Thank you, girl. I still got a way to go, but we're working on it, so I thought, why not bring them on and let them watch me? No makeup, no clean hair, dirty clothes, all the things. But it's Christmas spirit around here, I tell you. So, let me grab my coffee and we will get started. So, let me tell you, I think y'all can pretty well see the mantle. Let me turn you a little bit more if I can. Okay, so that's the one edge of it. Good! I'm so glad you stirred your curly boot. That's awesome. Okay, so I have the stockings hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon will be here. So, last year I kind of changed this part up here to all white. And I have one more star that I just found in a box that I've got to put up there. But can y'all see the little owl there? There's two little owls sitting on the angel's wings. There's an owl down there. There's an owl here. There's an owl here behind the reindeer. I may have to turn him a little bit. So here's Santa looking over his list with his sleigh and his deer. These are porcelain. And y'all, I want to tell you something. I got them at a Goodwill outlet where they have big bins of stuff and you can go through and fill up a box or a cart with as much, hey Stephanie, with as much stuff as you can for like $10, $20. It's crazy. So anyway, let me turn the lights off for just a second so you can see it. It's still going to be hard in the daytime, but you can kind of see it lit up that way. So at night, it's really, really pretty. Now, I'm going to turn you a little bit so you can see the tree. I want y'all to get a good look at the Christmas tree before it's decorated this weekend because it's going to look totally different. So, can y'all see the tree turning on its little base? It's turning round and round and round she goes. So, we will be decorating it this weekend and it will look totally different. But I wanted to get this mantle finished up. This is a brand new swag because we could not find my swag from the last several years. And I actually secretly think Rodney was happy because it was very, very heavy. This one came pre-lit. It's 9 feet. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was about $40, but it's got some pine cones in it. It's got some little red balls, if you can see them, that they've spray painted, you know, with the fake snow. We added a little bit more snow that comes in a can. So, but this isn't enough for me. You know how I am. Like, I want a lot. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Mickey Hopkins. So, but I'm still going to stick with mostly the green and the beige theme. Now, I might go back and add some red. I'll let y'all help me decide. But the first thing I'm going to get, and forgive me for walking away, but I have to walk away to go get my stuff over here in the chair. First thing I want to do is I got these last year at Walmart, and they're clip-ons. Let me tell y'all what I do. I used to go, I have not done this in a couple of years. I used to go every, the day after Christmas every year and started shopping the sales. You can see another one when I put one down here. The reason I did that is because at that time my parents usually gifted me with some money for Christmas. And because I love Christmas so much, and because things go on sale after Christmas, I decided, you know what, I'm going to take some of my Christmas money I get. This is not the same brand, same kind. And I'm going to go get some after Christmas sales. Of course, you know, I later realized that if you just give it enough time, they keep going way down. You know, at first they're like, I don't know, 20% off, and then they go to 30% off, and, you know, they take them all down. So I kind of started waiting. However, if you wait too long, all the good stuff is gone. But the fun part of that is then by the next year, I have stuff, new stuff to put out. And typically by the time, can y'all see me down here? I think you can see me put it up here, yeah. Typically by the time I get my stuff out for Christmas, I've forgotten what I bought the year before. So it's kind of like having Christmas all over again. It's the same color, yeah. So that's what happened this year. Like, I had a lot of new stuff, and I was like, what did I get this for? And you'll see I've got a green, what is this called? Y'all, I can't, my mind is terrible. What are those called? They're like poinsettias, white. I think these two road ones I'm not going to use. Okay, now I have a bunch of gold, and on my mantle, you can see a lot of gold mixed in here and on the angel and stuff. So I got these picks last year, also on sale. Hey Joyce, sweet sister. Hey Carol Stinson. Thank you for saying hello to everybody. How many trees do you put up? Well, I only actually put up, if you call it put up, 4 trees. The big one, and then the one I wanted y'all to help me decorate in the other room, it's a metal one. I'll show you the cool ornaments. That's the second one. Last night I put up a small one in the living room, and then I have one in my bedroom. However, I have lots of trees everywhere in this house. Some of them have different kinds of decorations. Some of them have lights, some of them don't. So I think that's going to be a contest we're going to do to see who can guess the closest to the amount of trees. And y'all, I don't even know. I got to go in and count them myself because I got so many. Last night I was thinking about that, and I thought that'd be a fun contest to do to see who can guess how many trees Lisa has. I know I don't have near as much as the Shabby Tree has, I'll tell you that much. Between her office and warehouse in her home, that girl is loaded with the trees, but I love them. I would leave them up all year long. I do leave the one up in my bedroom all year long, and I used to leave one up down here, and then I would decorate it, you know, for the different holidays. I don't want those ends to stick out. I would decorate it for the different holidays, and but it took up a lot of room down here, and you know, people kind of started saying we don't have enough seating space. We need to take the tree down. So I took that one down and moved a smaller one up to my room, and the one in my room I call my travel tree because everywhere Rodney and I go, or when Vicki and I travel, or used to travel, I hope we get to again, I always get an ornament from that place. And then every Christmas when I look at it, it reminds me of where I went. And most of y'all probably know this, but I, as a watercolorist, when I was taking watercolor classes, our teacher encouraged us to paint a painting every year. 4 to 6 in your house, Carol. Hey, Grace, sweet sister. Thank you. Our watercolor teacher encouraged us to, sorry if I'm right in front of you showing you my booty, paint a watercolor painting, you know, that you could just leave up at Christmas or you could have out year round, and then turn it into a Christmas card. You can, at that time, I used to take it to what's called it used to be called Kinko's. I don't know what it is now. I would take it to Kinko's and they would print copies for me. Let me see if I can get a couple over here and show y'all. So then I have the finished painting, but then I also have Christmas cards. So every year for the past many, many years, that's what Vicki and I have done when we've been on our girls' trip. And it's been so much fun. So let me get a few out here and show you what I've done. Some of them turn out better than others. A lot of time, well, the past few years, Rodney and I have been printing them ourselves. And so I just don't think the quality is quite as good as we got when we were printing through Kinko's. All right, I got them. Let me bring them and show you. I always put a name of the painting on the back, the year that I did it, and my name as the artist. So let me turn you around from the mantle for a second. Try not to make you sick. Let's see if I can tilt you down. Thank you, Carol. I don't know if that's going to go down or not. I don't want to. Rodney had to hunt for this. Okay. So here's one I did. That one you can't really tell well. Okay, this is one I did after I got back from Africa and I had been on a safari. I named it Watering Hole. And these little hats were removable so that I could take the hats off and still use it as a painting and it not be Christmas. So then on the inside, I always, you know, write a message. This one said, as the watering hole nourishes the elephants, may the living water of Jesus Christ feed your heart and nourish your soul this Christmas and throughout the coming year with blessings and love, Lisa and Rodney Seiler and family. And then on the back it says watering hole. This was in 2012. So that's one. This is one, if you can make it out. I think I told y'all the story the other day of when we came around, when Vicki and I were out west and we came around this this deep curve and we saw these vistas, and all of a sudden I just like gasped and I said, look, there's angels in there. And we had to back up and go take pictures. That's what this one was made from. That's exactly how it looked in the rock. So this was a card, and then this one I actually, instead of inserting a letter, I just kind of wrote an update on what our family had been up to. And this one says, have you made a Bethlehem place in your heart for Jesus? So I call this one Seraphim 2018, it says. So this was 2018. This was 2017. I called it Behold. I made it with magazine pieces and some acrylic. This is I did several years. I did angels. So this was 2014, called Angelic Hosts. Here was the actual photograph that we took and made this from. And then I have another angel one down here. Right here. This one's called Angelos 2015. Thank you. This is one called Born to Die Yet Live. This one was 2007. That was all a watercolor. And then I put a picture of our family inside. Sometimes I put like a photograph itself. And this one said, in a manger in Bethlehem, under the shadow of a cross, the Savior of the world was born. Without the cross, the manger should hold, I can't read. Without the cross, the manger would have meant nothing. He was born to die so that we might live. Hallelujah, what a Savior. So that was this one. This is one I did after I went to Guatemala and saw a parade. This is called Weeping Mary. You can see she's crying. This was all a watercolor. Hey, sweet Bridget, there's my daughter from Uganda. One of them. This is when I went to Ghost Ranch. That's the entrance to Ghost Ranch in New Mexico. Called Christmas at the Ranch. This was 2009. There's another angel one called Heavenly Host. This was 2010. Why do I have 10? Oh, I have 2010, but it looks like 1010. This was a red door I did, and I don't know if you can see down here, there's a little bird's nest, and it's called No One Home. Thank you for those hearts. I appreciate it when y'all do that. This one was 2002. This is right after I started taking watercolor. And this was just like a single sheet. May the blessing of Christmas touch your spirit, deepen your faith, and light up the world with love, joy, peace, and goodwill toward all. This is one I did of our home called Dwelling Place. This was 2005. That's our home in the snow. Thank you, Carol. This is one I did pretty recently. This is 2021, No Drama Bahamas. After I went to the Bahamas, I did this tree in magazine pieces, and then I put little balls on there, styrofoam balls, and painted the ocean in the background with waves, and have some real seashells that I gathered up down there at the bottom. And then this is one that I put just the card in. And I put the poem, if y'all have ever heard it. Thank you, Diana. One Solitary Life. Have y'all heard that? Send me some hearts if you have. If not, I'm going to read it to you. One Solitary Life. Thank you, Lisa Tureen, sister. Okay, I'm not sending you hearts. One Solitary Life. I didn't write this. This is, you can find this on the internet. Here's a man who was born in an obscure village, the child of a peasant woman. He grew up in another village. He worked in a carpenter shop until he was 30. Then for 3 years, he was an itinerant preacher. He never owned a home. He never wrote a book. He never held an office. He never had a family. He never went to college. He never put his foot inside a big city. He never traveled 200 miles from the place he was born. He never did one of the things that usually accompany greatness. He had no credentials but himself. While still a young man, the tide of popular opinion turned against him. His friends ran away. One of them denied him. He was turned over to his enemies. He went through the mockery of a trial. He was nailed upon a cross between two thieves. While he was dying, his executioners gambled for the only piece of property he had on earth, his coat. When he was dead, he was laid in a borrowed grave through the pity of a friend. Thank you, Susan. 19 long centuries have come and gone, and today he is the centerpiece of the human race and leader of the column of progress. I am far within the mark when I say that all the armies that ever marched, all the navies that were ever built, all the parliaments that ever sat, and all the kings that ever reigned, put together, have not affected the life of man upon this earth as powerfully as has that one solitary life. This was adapted from a sermon by Dr. James Allen Francis in The Real Jesus and Other Sermons, 1926. So then I wrote, Greg Laurie, I quoted Greg Laurie, Jesus took his place in a manger so that we might have a home in heaven. And then I wrote, the Christ child didn't know that his earthly world would not be his final destination. Rather, he was simply passing through, all the while being, quotes, this is Isaiah 53:3, despised and rejected, a man of sorrow, acquainted with deepest grief. We turn our backs on him and look the other way. He was despised, and yet we did not care. And then I wrote, that sweet little Jesus boy took upon himself the punishment for the sins of the world and entered his eternal home with God so that he could prepare our home in heaven. What a man. What a Savior. Merry Christmas and a very happy and blessed 2022 with love, Lisa and Ronnie Seiler and family. And then last year, I don't know where the card is to go with this. I did this one from when I went to the Cayman Islands, gathered up shells, and put this little guy together again with a removable hat that I could take off. So now y'all kind of know my process of Christmas. So I'll be working on my Christmas card soon. And if you would like to receive one, I would be happy to send you one. You'll just have to PM me or email me your address and write Christmas card in there so I'll know that you wanted one. So let's get back to decorating. Here's one I did too. I think that's the one I did with Grand Caymans. The other one I believe was from Aruba. That was actually when I went to Aruba that I did the seahorse. Okay, so let's get back to decorating. Let me tilt you back up some. Turn you a little bit. Okay, now I have a lot of this sparkly greenery that matches the greenery, or the color matches actually, the greenery on top of the mantle. And like I told y'all, for a lot of y'all it might be too much, but I love fullness in my decorating. Love 1, 2, please. Okay, y'all just send me an email or a private message with your name and full mailing address. I probably will start working on that probably mid-November. Try to get it all painted and then printed and then send them out. So I'm just literally, y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything permanent because next year I may not like the way this looks. So I may want to do it differently. So I'm not gluing anything in. And that's the good thing about picks like this. You can just stick them down in there. You can bend them. You can twist them. You can take them out. You can say, I don't really like that. Like, I didn't like that. But it's also taking this one out with it. So maybe what we should do is put a few. I don't want to put too many down low because when the children and the grandchildren get their stockings, we don't want anything to obstruct it, right? So these are all, I think I got these maybe at Michael's. I might have gotten them, I know I didn't get them at Hobby Lobby. Might have gotten them at Walmart. I'm not sure. I usually go to Walmart a lot right after Christmas. I used to go, one of my favorite places to go Christmas shopping right after Christmas was at Pier 1. And I'm so sad Pier 1 is out of business. That was one of my favorite stores. And one of the reasons I like to go there is because this other tree that I'm telling you all about is actually a metal tree. And I would go to Pier 1. They always carry these ornaments that were made by Li Bien, which is a Chinese company. And the ornaments are glass, and they're all painted inside the ornament, hand painted inside the ornament and backwards. So when you look at them on the front side, they look correct. Y'all, they are absolutely stunning. Over the years, I've had a couple break when I was trying to put them up, and it literally makes me sick to my stomach because I love them, and I know, that they took a lot of time. So, I've even gotten on eBay before to see if anybody had any of the Li Bien ones that I don't have to hang on that tree. And then, also on that tree, I have some sassy, this is a different kind, sassy little girls. Well, I say little girls, like women that are all decked out. I'll show them to you. They're fun. But, so, to kind of fill in that tree some so it won't be sparse looking, I put those sassy little girls. Can y'all still see? Yeah. I put those sassy little girls on there. And then my sister-in-law somehow obtained some Santa Claus ornaments that have dates on them. And all the Santas are different. And I used to collect Santas. I haven't collected any in a while, but I've got a big collection in my dining room in a buffet that I inherited from my grandmother. And I've got my Santas in there, and they stay out year-round. just because I have to have something of the spirit of Christmas out to keep me going. So they stay out year round. My angels stay out year round. I have crosses hung on my wall up here to the right. So those stay on there. This is different. This is like eucalyptus, but I'm gonna stick it in there anyway. And then let me grab some scissors. These have some kind of weird tips hanging off of them that I don't need. I probably swept this floor 3 times already today with the mess I made, but you know, you gotta have some mess. Thank you so much for the stars, Veronica. I know Pier 1 makes me so sad they're gone. I love that store. It's probably for the betterment of me though, because then I won't go in there and buy so much. But if I could find the Libyan ornaments, which I probably can if I just looked somewhere else, I would buy them. Okay, so now you stand back kind of away from it and you go, do I like that? Do I not? I do like that. I'm not sure I love this one right here. It almost looks like fireworks. So I don't love that. Let me see if I can. Kind of would like them a little bit lower and not looking so much like fireworks. I mean, I don't have anything against fireworks, but maybe I can bend this one and put it down in here so it'll go down lower and not be so much like fireworks. So anyway, then we also have a tradition around this house that started at my mother's. If y'all can't tell, I'm really a traditionalist in a lot of ways. I love tradition, and it was always a big deal at my mom's to decorate the tree. So we would try to find a time where all of us could be together and go decorate her tree. And she would order pizza, or she would, you know, cook something. And we would all have dinner and then decorate her tree. And it's just been a family tradition that I've carried on with my family, because the ornaments that I put on my tree are ornaments that I have bought for my children over the years. I buy them an ornament every year. And my initial thought was that when they moved out, they could take their ornaments with them and have a tree. Well, guess what? None of them have taken them so far. So, my tree's getting very, very full because I buy them a new one every year. Now, I've got these little gold berries that I absolutely love. So we'll stick some berries in here. And I've also got some white ones, but I may end up thinking, you know, this is enough, and I don't want to over-booger, as my friend Lucinda used to say when we were taking art. She would hear my art teacher tell somebody, probably need to, you know, not do too much more on it. I think you're getting close to being ready to simo, which is what she said for sign and move on. So when Lucinda would hear Gail saying something about that, Lucinda would holler out, don't over booger it. So I've got to make sure I hear her voice in the back of my mind, God rest her soul. I found out a couple of years ago that she'd passed away, and I didn't know it. It made me so sad. She was a hoot, that girl. So, you know, you don't want to over booger it, but if you're like me and you like it full, then sometimes more is good. You know, I know sometimes they say less is more, but some of us feel like more is more sometimes, you know? It's just whatever. You do you, I'll do me, and everybody will be happy. Oh, so I was going to tell you about the tradition. Okay, so we come here and we decorate. Okay, years ago at my mom's, my mother had these little birds. She loved birds. She had birds outside her house, all kinds of bird feeders, and she would watch the birds. She could tell you any kind of bird she had and what kind of food they liked. And she was just all about the birds. So she had these little birds. Y'all seen them. They have little clips on them, like those flowers did. Did the same thing, bought both my boys ornaments each year since they were babies with the same intent. And I know, Louise, I know. Maybe one of these days when we're long gone, they'll decide they want them. I don't know. But anyway, so my mother had these birds, okay? Well, and they were clip-ons. Now, I know y'all will have a hard time believing this because y'all think Rodney is polypure. Little do you know. Anyway, he decided one year that he was going to take those little clip-on birds and walk up behind people real sneaky-like and try to clip it to the bottom of their shirt, but on their bottom. So nobody would know, right? And he is very, very good at it. Let me tell you, it's very scary how good he is at doing things like that. And so the next thing you know, sorry, the dogs are barking, Rodney's getting back from lunch. So the next thing you know, the children started doing it too. He rode with our granddaughter's boyfriend, so that's why it sounds like a Mack truck coming at me. And so anyway, the kids started doing it. Except they weren't quite as discreet. So they would just go up, you know, and just clip you. And of course you would feel it. You go, stop doing that, and you take it off. But the people who tried to really be discreet, it was funny as all get out. Because my mother, God love her, and I miss her so much, especially around the holidays, because she loved Christmas too. But she was very naive about a lot of things. And she would have no idea that she was walking around with 4 or 5 birds hanging off the back of her shirt. And a couple of times we threatened the kids, don't you dare tell Mimi, just let her figure it out. And I guess after it got heavy enough, she finally figured out, wait, there's something hanging off of me. And of course she would laugh and say, who did this to me? And you know, nobody wanted to assume responsibility until my grandchildren came along. And then they would go, I did. They loved it. You know, they just thought it was so funny putting those birds on her. So, we started hosting every year for a few years a student. It would be a different student every year, but a student from Guatemala. And they would be here for about 2 months. And during that time, we would decorate my mom's tree. So, you know, I had to kind of warn them, with us tonight to my tree. But I just need to let you know about something. When you see people walking around doing this all the time, wiping their bottoms, here's why. Y'all, they would just kind of look at me like, oh, okay. So, now, even when we decorate my tree, everybody's putting an ornament on but doing this. You know, trying to make sure their bottoms are covered. Or not covered with their hands so they can't be birded, as we say. So, yeah, my husband was really, really good at that. And the little ones now, my little grandchildren, of course, they don't even try to be discreet. To them, it's just hilarious, and they're just going to come up and put one on you whether you want one or not. So that's what they do. Hello, Rodney, you want to come say hi?
Oh, who are we talking to?
Oh, we're talking to Veronica, we're talking to Carol, we're talking to Louise, we're talking to Lisa Tureen, we're talking to...
Hello, everybody.
You want to say hi? Say hi.
Hello.
And there's Dom. First, our yard man, and second, our
Now I got you down there.
our granddaughter's
Great.
boyfriend. So, Rodney, could you maybe, before y'all go back downstairs, would y'all just put those pieces together real quick for me on the metal tree? Because I'm going to take them in there and decorate it next. It doesn't take a second. Thank you. Mom can help me. I'll get it knocked out in no time. I've been telling about the birds, Rodney, that we have when we decorate our tree. And how everybody walks around wiping their backside all the time for fear they've been birded. Okay, so now, do y'all like what you're seeing so far? If so, please throw me some hearts. I may need a little more stark white in here just to kind of pick up on the bright white. But we have a lot of bright white up there. Oh, I love those hearts. Thank you so much. And I see some laughing going on too, Rodney, so I think they're laughing at you. Those little things are they on the piano or hold on you guys, I'll be right back. The little round things? Right there behind you on the piano. Okay, I'm back. They're getting the tree together. I wanted y'all to watch me decorate. So these are like little eucalyptus. These may be too thick. I may have to trim them down some because they may be, I don't think I'm gonna like all that fullness of one strand on there. Oh, we'll see. Oh, almost fell over his chair. Let me see if I can, here's the problem. I don't think I have any snips up here. I hate to use scissors, but sometimes you have to. Alright, well, let's see about just taking one or two little ones and sticking down in here instead of the whole big bunch. I think I like that better. Now y'all have to see if I have some snips over here. Let me see. Did you leave any of the wire snips up here, Ronnie?
Well, these.
Did you leave any of the wire snips up here?
No, they're right inside the basement.
Oh, there. Okay. Don, don't forget your coffee's in here.
Oh, that's right.
All right, y'all. So you might want to come volunteer to clean up after me. Mantles are amazing. I have 2 at my house to do. It's my favorite thing to do. I know I love decorating mantles. I just love all of it. There's nothing I don't like. Just got through putting the greenery on my porch. I mean the bows on my porch with the greenery that Ronnie had already put up there for me. So now the bows are up. Still got to put all of the wreaths on my windows outside. So I do have that to do, but it's coming right along. Y'all, the last 2 years I've been out of town during the time I would normally be doing this, and it has stressed me to the max because I love, this way I'll have at least 2 months to enjoy it. And I know some people just think that's ridiculous, but I don't. So I love sitting in here by a fire in the fireplace, looking at, with all the lights off except the mantle and the Christmas tree. It's my favorite thing to do. Very relaxing. Also helps keep me focused on what Christmas is really all about, because I think we've lost some of that focus, don't y'all? I think we've gotten so commercialized that we forget. Let me just cut a few of these at once so I don't have to keep stopping. These are plastic, but they're really cute. Yeah, I think it's gotten so commercialized that we've lost the meaning. So that's another thing I collected. I'll show you when I get ready to do like a reel or a video walkthrough or whatever. I'll bring y'all with me to see all my collection of nativities that I have in a corner cabinet, curio cabinet in there. And that stuff I'll leave out year round. Just helps keep me focused. And when we're decorating the Christmas tree, we also play Christmas music. It's a lot of fun. The kids laugh and they spend more time running around trying to put birds on each other and laughing and eating than they do decorating the tree. I have to kind of rein them back in every now and then and say, come on, put your ornaments on. I keep them all separated so each child can put their own on, and adults, because to me, they're my children too, right? I get an ornament for me and Rodney. So he helps me put ours on. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, sister. When's your next trip and where are you going? Tell us. Deborah travels almost as much as Rodney and I do. She goes some cool places. She got back from Myrtle Beach. Okay, maybe this is enough. Let's start with this. Let's see. I'll just grab them in my hand and go walking down here. clusters of them, don't y'all? Just, just adds a little white to it without it being so in your face. Which I like. Thought we needed a little more white down here since we had so much at the top. This is just that fake snow. Actually, it's not the fake snow. I went to Michael's the other day knowing I was going to start my decorating, and I figured they would already have the snow out because they got a lot of their Christmas out, and they sell that in the big, big packages. So I looked all over the Christmas stuff. I could not find anywhere. So finally what I had to do was go buy batting and just use, I did those snips, just use batting instead of the fake snow. I'm sure probably the next day they put the fake snow out, but I just used batting, which was more expensive than the fake snow. But when you got stuff to do, you just gotta make do. Let me see what other Christmas traditions or stories I can tell y'all. We used to, when my sisters and I were growing up, my family, my mom's family, hey Lori, my mom's family was from Bowling Green in Franklin, Kentucky. I was actually born in Bowling Green. And so every Christmas Eve night, we went to one of my uncle's houses in Franklin, Kentucky, and they always had, a meal like you couldn't believe with all the things. We would eat and eat and eat. And then that family up there, did their gift opening. I have no idea. Yeah, okay. I'm sure it's something, maybe in one of those boxes you took down. Seems like I saw a metal star. Thank you for doing that. Thanks, Tom, for helping.
You're welcome.
And so anyway, we would go to Franklin, Kentucky. We had an old station wagon, y'all. And so they always, that family, on that side of the family, always did their big Christmas on Christmas Eve. But all the family members, extended family, would go up there and would eat, and then they would open their presents, and my mom always bought my sisters and I a pair of pajamas to wear Christmas morning, to wake up Christmas morning. So she would take that gift up there for us to open. That was the only gift we were allowed to open. And then they would all, sit around the floor and open their presents. And then the men would have, in 2 different rooms, they would have a card game going. And I'm trying to think of the name of it. I think it was like Pachisi or something. I don't know. It was some kind of weird card game. And they would sit in there and hoot and holler and laugh, and it wasn't rough. That's what Ronnie's family always plays on Christmas. They will usually have 2 or 3 rook tables going on Christmas Eve Eve when we go to his brother's house, and everybody takes food and we play games. And so they always have a rook table going, and rook is their big family thing. So I'm drinking my coffee, even though some of that snow fell down in there. I don't guess it'll hurt me. So anyway, then we would drive back home that night in our station wagon with our little pajamas on. And frequently, by the time we got back, we were asleep, even though it took about an hour, 15 minutes. All right, I'm trying to decide, do we want to add these green berries periodically in here to add a little more green or not? If I should add green, throw me some hearts. If I don't see some hearts pretty quick, I'll know that we need to leave this green out. I've had these berries for a long time. But anyway, we would get back, and Mom and Dad would say, y'all gotta go to bed because Santa comes, and if you're awake, he will not come down the chimney. And my dad would say things like, okay, y'all like it? So my dad would say things like, you better hurry up, I heard bells. And we would get so excited, y'all. We really believed him that, he could hear bells on the roof, and we had to hurry up and get in bed. And I mean, it was a great ploy. We did that same thing with our children when they were young. You know, we said, y'all better hurry up and get in bed because, you know, we hear bells. And then, you know, now the TV stations have that Santa tracker that you can turn on. Most of the major stations have it, you know, and they'll show, and you can also get it on the internet, and they'll show, oh, here he is right here. You can see the sleigh right here. It's over Russia right now, and then a little while later you check it, oh, it's over Switzerland. Y'all are getting closer and closer, and I don't know anything about geography, so that's probably backwards. But anyway, it was so much fun, and it still is, to watch the little ones, you know. It's like, oh, we gotta go to bed, because if we don't, Santa won't come. And of course, the way we do it around here is I put a lot of stuff in their stockings, as well as a lot of gifts. Again, I took the tradition from my mother. And I will say that I overdo sometimes, and I probably shouldn't. It's just who I am as a person, so I'd rather give than receive. So anyway, I ask my girls every year, and my son for him, to send me a list of things they would like for Christmas, preferably the sooner the earlier, because I do a lot of my shopping, if not most of it, on Amazon. And I want to get stuff before it all gets gotten. So I'll tell them, please send me a list of what the children want, what you want. And then when I go out, if I need to go out and get anything, like at Walmart or whatever, it's usually just little stuff, like Bath and Body stuff, or, you know, I always ask what kind of candy they like and what kind of snacks they like. And so in their stocking, I usually will put, you know, some snacks and some candy. And like my one daughter loves Cuticle Cream by Sally Hansen, and she goes through that stuff quickly. So she'll say, I'd love some Cuticle Cream. Hey, Karen Bouch, my sweet, beautiful friend, how are you? I miss you. I need to see your face. And so we always put a lot of stuff in their stocking too. These things are full, and sometimes I have overflow down on the hearth because I don't have room for all of it in their stocking. So anyway, they always, you know, will send me their list. I have to remind them 2 or 3 times, but they'll usually send me their list ahead of time. I'm gonna stand back and look at this for a minute, so that I can get my shopping done. Y'all like that a lot better. I think, tell me if y'all agree, but I think I need to need to add some more snow coming in behind here, so this isn't so dark. Do y'all agree? Throw some hearts if you agree. I need to cover this up. I love this mantle. Rodney made this mantle. This is not the one that we had originally. And I love it. But I think for these purposes, since it's snowy up here, don't you think that I should put some more snow here to just kind of keep it looking snowy? Yep, I see some hearts. Okay, well, I'll do that later when I put this other star up. So now, the only other things I had laid out to possibly put in here, but I'm not going to because they're too heavy, number one. I'll use them somewhere, but they're also not sprayed, are these. And I love them. They're very heavy, and I'm not sure where I'll use them, but I love them. So I'm gonna put those right there and put these extra white things over here. Then what I'm gonna do is move y'all to the other room. Let me turn out the light one more time so you can kind of see the mantle. And really the only other thing we're gonna do is add some more snow up there. So it's really pretty at night when just these lights are on and the Christmas tree lights are on, and it's even prettier when we have a fire in the fireplace. I love that. So let me turn you one more time to see the tree over there. There's the tree. I hope you can see it turning. It's turning round and round slowly. So we will have it all decorated with all their individual ornaments, and it will be so full that you probably won't be able to see the tree. And last night when Ronnie set it up, we turned on the lights, and this whole top section was like warm color bulbs instead of light color bulbs. Now y'all know that the OCD in me, I'm really not OCD. I'm just organized and I like things to match. Y'all know I couldn't handle that. So fortunately I had some more cool lights. And so we put a strand, we took the top section off and then put a strand of cool on there. I love it all. You're definitely getting me in the Christmas spirit. Good. You need more lights on what? Are you being facetious, Lisa? Are you being serious? Tell me, sister. Being facetious? My mother used to use that word all the time. See how much I talk about my mom? I miss her so much. Are you being facetious or are you being serial? I mean, serious. Okay, let's take a little walk. I'll try to walk carefully. Do not look at the mess in my house. Got a little area over there with the tree I made. This one's kind of crazy. This is the one that I showed y'all I made the card out of. Right here. This is one I made. This is from a wooden shoe form that I painted Santa on. I made this bejeweled reindeer a long time ago and put him in a frame. That's before I even really started crafting. This is one I did with the Crafty Bunch a while back when I was at my friend's house at the river. This is one I did a paint pour in the background and then put the handles from forks on there. And then this is one of the book ones I did last year. And then I keep this up year round. That's just one of those cardboard cones. And so anyway, I'm not going to let you see it all, but I'm trying to figure out. Here's the mantle with the houses, the Christmas Village houses. It'll look a lot better when it's all finished decorating. There's my sweet mom and daddy. They're with us all the time. My book angels. And there's some more houses over there. Okay. So let me see if I can, maybe I can move these things. Are y'all dizzy yet? Lisa, you still didn't tell me. Are you being facetious or are you being serious? I need more lights. Tell me, girl. Tell me true. What you're talking about. Let me see if I can sit this right here. Ooh, that's close. Okay. I'm not plugging in right now. I want y'all to see this tree. Okay, so here is the tree. It's made of metal. I see they left a part off. They left this little part off. I think it goes up here. So it has a metal star that goes on top. So let me push this into place where it's going to go because I don't want to push it once I get the ornaments on it because they're glass. Okay? All right. So now I can just kind of adjust these. All right. I'm going to have to move y'all back some. Hold on. Put this stuff down. Whew. This takes some organization. Okay. Let me move you over here. Okay, that's better. Maybe back a little bit so you can see more. Okay, y'all got a good view there? I think so. Looks like the tree needs more lights around the bottom. Maybe, but it's gonna have so many ornaments on it, I don't think it's gonna matter. Okay, let me get these in here. In a box, a big box. And I'm gonna show y'all how cool these are. I'm gonna first put this bottom thing around it because it's right next to my little prints that I had up on that table that y'all are now sitting on. So let me get down here on the floor real quick and try to spread this out before I add the ornaments. Y'all are gonna love these ornaments. They're so cool. Some of you may have some or may know of some. I used to give them as gifts to people. I would buy extra and give as gifts. And then under this tree, I have all these guys to sit under here. I have a bunch of these guys. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. So, they come in little boxes like this. I've already got my hangers on there from last year. So this was 2018. It's glass. Look at that. Painted on the inside and backwards. Amazing. I'm not gonna hang that one right there, that's for sure. It'll fall over. Okay, let me tell y'all what this says about Lee Bien. Here's what it says. It's backwards. I know you don't have a lot of light. Lee Bien. The art of Lee Bien, or inside painting, originated in China during the Qing Dynasty. It has been a respected Chinese art for over 20 years. This genuine Lee Bien ornament was hand-blown and meticulously hand-painted by a master artisan. This process requires keen concentration and skill since the image must be painted in reverse through a tiny opening in the glass. And look at this picture. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's get another one out. Some of the boxes are green. They're velvet. And this one says, what year was this? What does it say? Greetings. This has little elves on it and packages. Can you see them? That's sweet. I don't see it. Oh, 2012. This is 2012. So let me hang some on the back. And I like these hangers. They're looped hangers, and I like them real well because they hold the ornaments well. Now here's a different shaped one. This is from 2013. It's a heart, and it says Happy Holidays. And I sit them in here in front of this window so that the light catches them perfectly and shines through them. So I don't, I try to get the children not to hang out here much. We used to have a train going around the bottom, and I said, we're gonna move the train. Okay, this is 2018. Now every year they come out with like 4 or 5. So I would try to buy one of each that they had to add to my tree. I love them. And then we'll put the glass Santas on there. Some of the ones that I have are not in their proper boxes, and like I said, I've had some break, which makes me so sad. This is 2013. This is little children around the world. Look at the different children. Aren't they so sweet? I love it. You like it, Stephanie? I do. I love them. But I just have to make sure I'm so gentle and careful with them because it does not take much to just barely touch it and they will break in a million pieces. This was 2014. See, this stuff just makes me so happy. That's why I want it out for as long as I can keep it out to enjoy it. Sometimes I'll just come in here and sit and look at the lights in here because I really have more in here than in the other room. This one, 2010. So that shows you how long I've been collecting. 2010. cute. But you don't want them touching even these little metal pieces of the tree or they're goners. This one is 2012 also. That's sweet. They're so sweet. Don't they just make you want to smile? Tell me you're smiling. If you're not, something's wrong with you. I love the shape of this one. Have to be careful getting it out of the box because that's not the right box. Okay, this one is 2017. Oops, the little hook fell out. Let me put it back in real quick. So hopefully I won't drop it. I think it's supposed to be, I've been putting the rest of them on the big end. Let me do that real quick. Now I gotta get back to crafting, I tell you. And don't forget, this Saturday, I'm in the Christmas thrifted, vintage and thrifted event that Craft Around the Clock does. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you guys. And there will be crafters crafting, and then there will be lots of crafters selling their items. I'm not a seller, but I'm one of the crafters. I was so super excited when Tracy told me that I was selected. So we only have 30 minutes to craft though, y'all. So you got to be on there and be quick. And then, but all day long, I'll post the schedule. I think I already did once. It shows the times. It doesn't show who's crafting when or who's selling when. They want you just to find that when you get on. So hopefully you'll get on and support all of the creators. But I'm super duper excited. Do you have a cushion on the floor? No, I don't. I just have a tree skirt. Okay, this one is 2013. I think that's the same one we saw before, but I'm gonna hang it. No, it's not. It's a different color blue. Okay, good. So I think I'll move it down some because I've already got one of that shape up there. See, I'm pretty intentional, y'all, about what I do with them. It's got to kind of balance it, you know. This one is another heart. But it's not the same one. It does say Happy Holidays, but it's different. And I don't see a date on it. Surely. Well, I don't see a date, but it's really pretty. That's sweet. Have y'all ever heard of these? If you ever see them anywhere for sale, please let me know. 2013. This is another one of the children, but I'm going to put it up anyway. Please let me know, because I went on, I think I told y'all this, I went on eBay and found a few. But surely somebody else is selling them. Just because Pier 1 is out of business doesn't mean they won't sell them, I hope. This one has nutcrackers on it. And I think I better hang that on the other end. Let me hang the hook right here. Okay. Nutcrackers. Y'all might not have seen my nutcrackers over there on my buffet. Another situation, you know, where I started buying my son. This is 2015. Started buying my son nutcrackers a long time ago, thinking that, you know, when he moved out and got his own house, let me turn the fan on, y'all burning up. When he got his own house or married or whatever, he might like to have them. And so a few years after I had been putting them up, he came in one day and said, "What are you doing with all these nutcrackers?" I said, "I told you I was collecting them for you." And he goes, "I don't want those nutcrackers." I'm hoping he'll change his mind eventually. This is, I don't know what year. I love all the colors too, Stephanie. And up against the light, they're just gorgeous. Okay. I didn't see my funny little girls in here. They may be in another box. Okay, I love this one. This is the Nativity. This is 2014. And it says peace on the back. Love it. Let's see. Let's hang that one right there. I'll show y'all the Santa Clauses in just a minute. They're really cute. Okay, this one is 2012. Do we already have it? Nope, we don't. Sorry, I was holding it down low. 2012. Try not to hit it and get one over here. Oops, that's going to hit up against that, so I don't want to do that. Okay. So I think we've talked about this before. Here's the Wise Men from 2018. I probably should put it near the Nativity, huh? Although it kind of has the Nativity on the other side, so I don't think I need to. Tell me what traditions y'all have. Do y'all have any fun? Y'all. Oh, didn't break. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Do y'all have any traditions that y'all do on Christmas? Just yourself or with your family? This is another one with penguins. It's 2017. I want to know if anybody else has traditions. I'm such a traditionalist, y'all. I love tradition. And I don't know that I got that from my mother. I think I just wanted to keep a lot of the traditions up that she started because they meant so much to us growing up as children. Almost got all the ornaments on. And then I'll show you the Santas. Look and see if anybody else has traditions. 2013. I'm still just in awe of how they could paint these from the inside backwards. I have a hard enough time writing forwards. This one says Merry Christmas with little foxes. This is 2014. It's a different heart still. Isn't that darling? Look. What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding. So I've been around my children too much. My grandchildren too much. Okay. Put that one down there. Let's see what's in here. Oh, this is a big one. It's so pretty. Love this one. I mean, I love all of them, let's face it. This has little penguins on it, a little igloo, and it says Merry and Bright. Start watching a week before. We just like our Christmas movies. Yes, girl. I love me some Christmas movies. Now, do you just watch the old standbys, or do you watch like the Hallmark movies, or both? I know they say all the Hallmark movies. Look, this is Aloha Hawaii. They say all the Hallmark movies are the same, but I don't care. I love them. It just gets me in the mood again. So I like them. I mean, they say, you know, pretty much the same theme on all the Hallmark movies. Well, maybe, but they must sell because people watch them all the time, including me. I'm trying to think of what other traditions we have. We always get up on Christmas morning, and the kids come downstairs. They open their stockings first, and then we open presents, and I try to let the children, the little children, open first, because we all want to watch and we all want to take pictures, but we can't if everybody, and the hard part is everybody is trying to do it at one time, and so, you know, I can't watch 4 grandchildren at the same time, so that part gets a little harried. But then oldies mostly, okay, and then every time a bell rings, an angel gets her wings. Oh, this is a gorgeous one. So then, after the children have opened they open their stockings first. Actually, everybody except me opens their stocking first because I just want to watch everybody and take pictures. And then after the stockings are open, the kids help me pass out gifts to people. And the people, the little children again, you know, as soon as the littlest ones get one, they start opening right there. They're not going to wait for you to catch up with them. You snooze, you lose. I want to get the neighborhood together. That would be fun. My sister-in-law and her family, and sometimes some of the other family, go caroling. I think this is identical to the one I just put up. But you know what? I'm going to put it up again anyway. And so then the adults open their presents, and then after the adults open their presents, then we have a big breakfast. So it's usually late. This is 2014. It's usually kind of, you know, on up in the morning a little bit. So we eat breakfast. I have homemade biscuits, gravy, sausage, bacon, eggs, coffee. And then, you know, once I get all that cleaned up, we usually go to my youngest sister's house for dinner that evening. Her children alternate being with her and being with their dad on Christmas morning. And so she invites us to come for dinner at her house. We usually have to kind of go early. This is the last one of these, and then I'm going to put the Santas on. So her kids can leave and go have dinner with their dad. And so by the time I clean up from breakfast, it's time for me to start cooking to take to her house, because we all, you know, pitch in and help. And then we go to her house, and then we come home and usually spend the rest of the evening just trying to clean up all the paper. Rodney's real careful to say, don't anybody throw any bags away, to go to the dump until we've been through the bags, because we know how sometimes pieces, especially to little toys, get lost, and then they're all sad because they don't have a piece of their toy. So there's been a few times where we've gone back and found stuff in the trash can of one of the children's toys, so we have to confiscate it. So yeah, then we go to my sister's, and like I said, we come home, we clean up, and everybody's exhausted. So we go to bed. And used to, like I said, I would get up and go shopping the day after Christmas, but I hadn't done that in the past couple of years. I usually just sleep in now. Okay, so this is one of the Santas from 1888. Let me see if I can turn y'all to make it a little more light now. Isn't he cute? So I'm going to hang some of them up here. I really need to find the star to go up here. I'm not trust that. I'll save a few to go up there. I may move some of these round ornaments up there too. Okay. Let's see what these two are. This one doesn't hang. Got some different hangers too. These little silver ones are kind of cool. Okay, this one is 1889. He cute. His little face. So sweet. So my sister-in-law, I think she got these maybe at an auction. I'm not positive, but I think maybe an auction. And she asked me if I wanted them. 1919. I have a friend who collects blow glass. Tell me again what those ornaments are, and I can ask him about their. Okay. Hey, Diana Rutledge, sweet sister. They're made by Lee, L-I-B-N. Capital B-I-E-N. Lee B-N. We used to have a guy down the street from us that was a glass blower, and Rodney was fascinated. His name was Irving Schlotzifer, and he would call Rodney from time to time and say, I'm blowing some glass if you want to come down here and watch. And Rodney would go down there. I think a couple of times he let Rodney actually do the glass blowing himself, and he really enjoyed it. Okay, those are going to have to be untangled. Okay, let's see what these are. This one is 1926, and this one is 1917. And these are ceramic, so they will for sure break. So I have to be careful. But I just felt like this tree needed a little more width to it, I guess. And so, because when I got these, I thought, where am I going to hang them? I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But I really wanted them. And then I thought, you know what? I need some more width in that tree. I'll just put it there. And then I also, my girls I was telling you about are not here. So I'll have to show y'all when I find them how cute they are. Okay, let's see. This one is 1867. And this one is 1911. These little faces are so cute. But I don't want them to hit up against the metal. Always scares me. So I'm glad y'all came along with me crafting my trees today. That's what we're going to call it, crafting my trees. I sure didn't do a craft, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to craft tonight, and I was like, you know what? Right now I'm kind of I'm not really in a crafter's block, but I'm just not, I can't do everything at one time, so I decided to do this instead. Okay, 1933 and 1902. So, let's see here. Let's put him down here. Need another hanger. I think these two that are stuck together, I'll get them separated, and then once I find the star and put on the top, I'll hang them up there, and I'll probably move one or two more of these ornaments up there to kind of balance it out. I think I need one over here. Down low. Careful, Lisa, careful. Okay. No. Okay, that's not gonna work. Those two are gonna hit each other. So, let me see if I can hang this one up higher right there. Okay. So now let me turn y'all around slowly. I'll stand back some so you can see it. You see? And then what I do, I showed you around the bottom. Let me bring my little elves over here. Now, last year I hung 2 or 3 of these little elves hanging off the tree, and that was really cute. So I may have to do that again this year. Y'all look at all of them. That's not all of them. I still have more. Pretty great idea, Diana. You like it? Good, sister. All right, let me get the other ones over here. I think I got 2 of one of these. These you can get at Hobby Lobby, but again, I wait till after Christmas and then I go buy them. And a couple of them, like their hand was broken off, and I thought, well, I don't care. I'm still going to use them because they're still cute. Okay, let me move it down here and see if this will work. Okay, so let me take my shoes off and try not to knock any ornaments down. And let's get one of the bigger ones first. I can always put the little ones in front of the bigger ones. Again, these just make me happy. Can y'all see? He just makes me happy. Maybe I need to move you back a little bit. Okay. So let's kind of, I don't want him to cover up my ornaments. But he'll kind of cushion things so that they won't hit. See, he's got a little boo-boo on his nose, so I'll have to paint that with some paint. That's not a big deal. All right, and then here's this big silver one. He is darling. See, his hand's broken right there. So I can probably take some Form Flex, or I can glue something on here like he's holding it. I never discard stuff just because they may not be in the best shape. He's got his little bells on. I love him. Okay, I think I'm going to put him right here. Okay, these two ornaments are not going to be able to be right by each other. So, let me, this may be one I put toward the top. You know what? Maybe he will be looking like he's holding the ornament. He's got a little nick on his nose too. Okay. We'll figure it out. Look. I think actually Rodney was the one that came in and sat. Let me see if I can do it. He sat a couple of them up in the tree. Like this. Come on, sit your body up. No, maybe not. Now, I'll have to straighten him up in a minute. Okay, here's one I got this year that I think I also got last year. So cute. Need to put something in his little hands. We'll sit him right here. Maybe he'll be holding him. We just write stories as we go. Yeah, he's just gonna hold him. He's gonna say, "Come here, little dude. Let me just hug you." Okay, look at this one. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Let me take this thing out of his head. Look how cute. Okay, you little buddy, I'm gonna sit right here. Take these ornaments, okay? You'd be nice to Santa. He's got a finger missing. I can tell right now I'm gonna have to get some Form Flex and do some surgery like Rodney did the other night, you know. Mine'll be a lot cleaner than his will be though. Okay, you need your tag off and look at her. Isn't she cute? She may have to go up in the tree too. I may sit her right there. And now I'm gonna put another white one in the tree. See, these two are exactly alike, except their faces look different. See, they're twins. Okay, they're gonna be twins. We're gonna say they're twins. He just, see, he fits perfect there. He wants to sit right there. Okay, now look at this one. I have just a couple of those elves. I love them. My family thinks they're creepy. What do they know? They don't know nothing. Not creepy. They're fun. They're sweet. They're happy. Okay. Maybe this one will go. I don't want to put him around on the back. I do need to show y'all something else down here that my husband made that I have to kind of work with a little bit. It needs to be dusted actually. Okay, let me put these boxes back in here real quick so I can get this thing out and show you guys. While you just enjoy the little elves. You see them? I think I need to move this down some. Oops, I don't want to screw it up. Y'all know I'm pretty good at messing things up like that. All right, I'm gonna leave you right there for just a minute. set these down in here real quick so I can get out. My husband actually made 3 of these last year because I saw 2 more out on the porch, and I'm not really sure why he made so many. He probably needs to sell 1 or 2 of them because I got to find a place to put them. But remember, now we're doing a little contest to see who can get the closest to guessing the number of trees I have in my house. They're not all decorated. I'm going to tell you that much. They're not all decorated, but some of them are, some of them aren't. And I don't even know how many I have. I've got to go count them. Last night I was walking through as I was decorating. I thought, wow, I have no clue how many I have in here. But I guess I better figure it out. And then today I thought, hey, we could have a contest. Somebody could be a winner chicken dinner. You might even win a chicken dinner. So y'all just start getting your creative juices flowing. I'll take you on a little tour once I get everything done before we actually do the contest. But I won't dwell too long in one place because I don't want you to be able to count them. I want you to guess how many trees Lisa has in her house. It's a lot. Okay, got that done. We'll get that out of the way. All right, so here's what I'm going to show you. This is really cool. A lot of y'all really, really like this, I think. Let me scoochie you over here. I'm down on the ground. Stephanie, honey, you are way off. Way off, sister. Way, way, way off. Okay, let me pull this out. It's dusty, so just ignore the dust. Probably hasn't been dusted since last Christmas. But it's been sitting here since last Christmas. Okay, little elf, get on the way. There you go. Okay, you ready? Like I said, we have at least 3 of these. Let me scoot you back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. It's on a base, okay? So, if you want to store it, like in a box, then you can just flatten it out. This part unscrews. It unscrews from the base, and you can lay it in a box, okay? Most of this, I think, I may be wrong. I'll have to ask Rodney when he comes up. But I think that most of it is made from tobacco sticks. Because, you know, he grew up on a farm in Lynchburg, so tobacco raising was one of the things. So I have made several things with tobacco sticks. I love them. I've made some Santas. May do another one this Thursday on Craft Around the Clock. Not sure yet. May not. Don't hold me to that. But anyway, I love them. And you can just twist and turn. You could go back and drill little holes in the tips if you wanted to and put little ornaments down in there. You could paint them. You could stain them a darker color. This hadn't had anything done to it. It's just all natural. You could add lights to it if you wanted to. I'm not. But you could. You could add lights. And see, isn't that cute? It's just a little tree. I probably would do something to the base of it a little bit. You like it, Barbara? Pretty unique. Yeah. Let me get y'all over here so I can show you the actual like bottom of it. Okay. So there's the base. And then they're all just different looking. Like every stick is different looking. But I love them. So, that's just another decoration. I'm probably going to dust it off and then put it back under that table so there'll be something there because you know I have to have every little thing covered. And let me set y'all back up here. No, actually, I'm just going to show you a little. I'm giving you a little hint. I'm not going to show you long. You better look quick, okay? First of all, I'm not going to let you see my dining room table. It's terrible. Okay, so here's my son's nutcrackers on my buffet. This is the weeping Santa holding baby Jesus. He's crying. Santa's crying. This is my black and white tree I put up last night. I've already shown you some of my tree pictures. Okay, you ready? We're gonna go quick. Ready? Here we go. That's all you get. That's all you get. Rodney did make it. I'll show you the other two out on the porch. Let me turn you around. These actually have bows on them, so apparently I used them at some point. But there's those. And there's another tree over there. Some more boxes. There's my, what are they called? Nutcrackers I did last year. There's one. There's one. These are ornaments to go on the big tree. See more trees? I'm going to do Zhuzh Santa up at some point. These are my wreaths that will eventually be hung on the porch windows. Oh, y'all can't see that. It's too close. Let me put it up here. They'll be hung up high. Of course, I got to pull up them all. But they'll be hung up high, and each one of the center parts is painted different, black and white. And then I have my porch black and white bows on the swag going all the way down. This my grandchildren had to have. They got it free on Marketplace. They've never used it. And there's the guys down there working on this car that Rodney made years ago by himself. And it's got a roll cage in it, if that tells you anything. And Dominic is in church over there. There's the art room. That's nothing but storage right now. There's the old art room, which is also storage. These are boxes that have to go back to the basement that I'm through with. But we had to barricade over here because the new dog was getting into stuff and chewing it. Yep, he was. So, there's my angels. I made out of shutters. There's some more angels. Y'all know I love angels. So, now, you have seen all of my mess, all of my junk. You see me looking junky. But you helped me do the mantle, and I'm so grateful to you. I think it looks so sweet. Those little white lanterns, there's going to be another one. Oh, there's another one down there. I'm going to put battery-powered candles in there. Thank y'all so much. There's my little snowman I made last year in an event. Here I am saying I'm not going to show you all this stuff, and I'm showing you. A friend of mine painted this lampshade that I use in my downstairs bathroom, and he's so cute. There was a Christmas card one year that's now just a painting. So whoever wants to volunteer to come clean my house, thank you, Val, that'll be fine. And maybe I can give you like one of those wooden trees, or you know, provide a place for you to stay and food included. And yeah, because that's the yucky part of this, is that I have to clean up after I have fun making a mess. See, I still have Halloween sitting here ready to go to its forever home, or till next year. Okay. So you guys, I love you guys so much. I so appreciate you getting on here with me. and helping me, making some suggestions, and giving me some ideas and some support. Love it. I will not be on tonight because I'll continue this process. The quicker I get it done, the better. Rodney leaves town tomorrow, and he won't be back till Friday night. My granddaughter's birthday's this weekend, and so I really want to try to get as much of this done as I can. I'm supposed to be going next week to Arizona. I may or may not. I haven't decided yet. Oh, that's right, I forgot it's Halloween. So I haven't decided yet. If I don't, then I'll probably be back in Cancun getting some dental stuff done. If not next week, then I'll do it the following week. So anyway, I love you guys. Please be sure to turn your Telegram on. Please be sure to check the notifications on my page about the event this weekend. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think. I know it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I think it's Thursday too. And part of it is people selling stuff, and the other part of it that I'm participating in is crafting. Each of us only gets 30 minutes, so it'll be a quick craft, but it'll get you in the mood. So anyway, if you see my little ad, my little post on my page, if you wouldn't mind sharing that out so that we can get as many people to come to that event. Tracy from Craft Around the Clock, works so hard on this. I think she does it twice a year. And so I want everybody to be on there to support her, but also to support all the other crafters, because they work hard to get their stuff together. And then it's just fun to buy homemade stuff. A lot of people would rather have something homemade than bought at the store. So it's a perfect opportunity for you to go buy some things. I'm probably going to put some things on my page for sale soon. I'm also going to be participating soon in a live buy it now and in a live auction on another page. And then I'll probably have some things on Craft Around the Clock buy it now too. So y'all keep your eyes and ears open. I love you so, so, so much. You're such a blessing to me. Go out and bless someone else and be blessed yourself.